Hi, welcome to the H&D podcast. Want a Sprite Cranberry? Really?
ASMR for 24 hours. Jordan Peele saying, "You want a Sprite Cranberry?"
Want a Sprite Cranberry? The answer is clear. It's December 2nd, and the Christmas is... We've noticed that Christmas has started... Do you agree that Christmas starts really early, like in the beginning of October?
It always starts really early.
Yeah, and when do you think it ends? For me, it ends like February. I have a Z on my hand, and Riley just tried to pop it.
Just unpop it.
Dude, I'm the kind of guy who doesn't like to pop zits. I just let them do their course and then they go away. So, the first thing that we have is tattoos.
I'm getting mine in like 2 months.
What are you going to get?
I have no idea yet.
Every
single time that I think of something... Well, I know one's for sure.
What?
The Ghostman Hexadus symbol.
Wait, show me what that is.
Okay.
I remember when we were younger, Riley would say that if he were to get a tattoo of anything, he would get either a wing with the name of his daughter, or a lizard, or what was it, a lizard or a vine?
I have no idea. Dude.
A lizard with the name of his son in it. And I was going to get...
If I ever have a kid.
The Gorillas Plastic Beach logo across my forearm, like how the font that they used for the Gorillas for Plastic Beach's album cover. And... What's the worst tattoo you've seen on a person? That looks cool.
The worst tattoo I've ever seen on anyone? Well, I mean, there's that dude that lives next to the old mill. He goes to the old mill all the time and wears shorts, and he has a swastika tattooed on his calf.
Oh, come on, man. That's like one of those things you gotta cut your flesh out for.
Yeah. And then... It's big, too.
Yeah.
And then...
Speaking of swastikas on people, you want to talk about serial killers?
Serial killers.
Like, I was thinking Charles Manson because he had the swastika carved in his forehead.
Wrong person.
Who was it?
Ramirez.
Well, he had that too, but...
He had it in his hand and on his forehead.
Well, no, he had the pentagram on his hand.
Yeah.
You
said swastika. Why did I think of... I thought of him because of a pentagram for some reason.
Dude, Ramirez was fucked.
He thought he could, like, speak to Satan and stuff.
Yeah. Who do you think is, like, in your opinion, one of the more... Okay, which one is the more impressive, and which one is the more insane, like, this guy is clearly insane? Ted Bundy or Jeffrey Dahmer?
Jeffrey Dahmer.
How so?
Because he was just weird. Like, he didn't really talk that much, and he looked like a normal guy.
Yeah.
Like, all the other, like, famous 80s...
Look at that motherfucker.
Yeah, I know, Charles Manson. It's a tattoo, not carved.
Yeah.
Kind of carved.
Yeah, kind of.
But, Jeffrey... he was just weird. Like, he looked like a normal dude.
Yeah.
Like a dad, kind of.
Well, who do you think... Serial killers aren't going to... Well, some of them look insane, but some of them are just straight-faced.
But you can just look at them and say, oh, they're a serial
Have you
killer.
seen American Psycho?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you get the point of, like, how serial killers can be in anyone.
I wish I could fucking buy a Hulu account again.
Mm.
Because they have every season of American Horror Story on there.
Oh, well, doesn't Netflix?
No, they don't have the newest season.
Oh.
I mean, they do, but there's a season going on, and Hulu always updates the episodes.
Mm.
And it's Apocalypse, and it's really fucking good. I watched some of it at Gwen's house, and I really, really liked it.
Who would you recommend American Horror Story to?
I don't know. Really?
Like
definitely not a show for you.
Well, yeah, I'm not really... Neither me or my dad.
It's not a scary show. It's just demented.
Yeah. I want to tell the story of our escapades at Walmart the week before Thanksgiving. So we...
Oh, yeah.
Me and Riley and I think Lauren did a podcast, which I need to edit. And we came back to my house, and my dad said, we're going to go shopping for Thanksgiving stuff. And this is at 11 o'clock at night, so he could get this stuff without any problem. And so I was like, can you give me like 15 minutes? And my dad said, sure. And so I went to my room. I smoked a bowl like a fucking boss, or whatever.
Don't say that.
No, I don't know. Anyway, so I smoked a bowl like a professional, and I left the room. And I was just chilling the whole time.
I mean, it was only professional because we didn't even notice that you smoked.
Exactly.
You were like, did you smoke?
No, I was in the store and I was like, Riley, I'm high right now. And you're like, wait, when did you smoke? And I was like, when we got home. She's like, no, when we got home. And I was like, did you not hear me say that?
Watermelons, I got the watermelons. That's right, my friends, it's ask, follow me again. And yeah, I feel my melatonin. Sweet. I always keep red and yellow meat. And with prices like these, you know I can't be beat. So when you see me out on the street, I got them watermelons.
Is this a local commercial?
No, she's just creepy. She makes these like, she like rapped about her watermelons, and she always called it her sweet red meat, and I was like, ooh,
Yeesh.
that's gross.
Yeah. The next topic was, oh yeah, do you prefer when you're wrapping up a sandwich, do you prefer putting it in parchment paper or tinfoil?
Parchment paper.
Why?
I don't know.
I like tinfoil because it kind of keeps all the heat locked inside, especially with burgers and stuff.
Well, I'm talking about like PB&Js.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I was more looking at it from like a sandwich or some other like. Oh, I remember, because you know how at Costco they wrap up chicken bakes in tin foil and they wrap up hot dogs in paper.
Mm-hmm.
That's more what I meant.
Well, I just like before when I went to RPA, my mom used to like before because she always got up way before me.
Mm-hmm.
She always make me like 2 PB&Js. I never asked for it, but it was really, really cool.
Yeah.
Just in case I got hungry at school, just keep it in my bag. It's like 2 PB&Js, and she'd butter the bread beforehand, and she'd cut off like the ends of the crust. It was like I was like a little kid, but I wasn't. I never asked for it with the crust cut off or anything. But she cut it off like hella thin, so like it didn't take off a ton of the sandwich.
Yeah.
She put butter on the bread, and then a good portion of PB&J. It was just really good.
Huh.
And then there's like, I know it was only really, really good to me because I didn't make it. There's like this effect.
Yeah.
There's this effect. It's like it's something in your head.
I can kind of explain it. It's because when you make the sandwich,
you expect how it's gonna taste.
No, you know how it's like. Oh, I know how much jam and how much peanut butter is on it.
Yeah.
But when someone else makes it, you're kind of like in a mystery about it.
It's something in your brain. They explain it.
Yeah.
Like you expect what it's gonna taste like because you're making it.
You made it.
But if somebody else makes it for you, that's why going to a restaurant, it tastes so good.
Dude, that's why I love immersion. The food alone is good, but the food made by those guys are just amazing. We had a chili cook-off yesterday, and this is a story. I was out in back, and there were these guys playing like covers of songs on acoustic guitars, and I was walking by and I said, "Hey, do you guys got merch?" And they're like, "It's in our van." And then we laughed about it because that sounded really sketchy. And like the other band member was like, "Oh, what do you got, candy in there too?" And then after I was done with my shift, I was sitting eating my burger, and the dude walked up and he said, "Oh yeah, I told you this story already." And I got a shirt. He walked up and he gave me a free shirt. What'd you say about this lasagna?
You want to eat it?
Yeah, of course I want to eat it. What else is there? Oh yeah, can I tell you about the rad ass dream I had recently?
Sure.
So I'm gonna take a big bite of this lasagna. Can you entertain
lasagna?
Yeah, can you entertain the people?
With what?
I don't know.
Just eat your food.
Talk about dialects.
The other day I took a shit so big it felt gay.
How big?
Dude, it looked like a fucking burrito. It was massive.
Okay, are we talking like fucking loaded grillers from Taco Bell or fucking longboard Louis stick?
Like a chimichanga from Longboard Louis.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Longboard Louis is a burrito place down here.
Longboard Louis is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on what you get.
Done.
That's gross, dude. How you can eat that fast.
Yummy. Alright.
Oh, I'm so tired.
So in this dream I had, I was in an airport, and I somehow snuck on a plane to go to Florida. And I am on the plane, it's all fine. And it's like, it wasn't like a confined, like, people are in a plane, be quiet kind of thing. It was more like a family type, like, social gathering kind of thing. And then I landed in Florida, and I got to, like, the gate, and they're like, "Excuse me, sir, where are you from?" "Oregon, ma'am." And they're like, "Where's your boarding pass?" And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Snoop Dogg walks up from behind me, and he's like, "He's of me. You cool, bruh?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm cool." And we start walking. He starts passing me blunts, and we're just smoking with his crew. And then it's like we go to this party, and you know how like the inside of a bouncy castle looks? But imagine like the walls are made out of that air-filled rubber, I guess, or plastic, and the floors too. And so everyone's just jumping, the band is playing, and it's amazing. And then all of a sudden, like the band member calls me out from the crowd, and he hands me a sheet of acid. And then I'm like, "Oh, shit, yeah." And then I turn around and I realize that I'm the person who's holding all of the acid in the entire concert. So I somehow escape the concert. You show me that. I escaped the concert and I'm with two other people, like this chunky red-haired girl and this nerdy kid that kind of looks like Braden, but he's taller and with black hair. And they're like, "Can we have some of the acid?" And I'm like, "Sure, you can have some of the acid, yeah." And that was pretty much it. I woke up after that. It was a crazy, rad-ass dream. Have you had any cool dreams recently?
Not really. I don't really dream that often.
Why, is it just darkness?
Yeah. I mean, well, everybody dreams. I just don't remember it.
Let's see. I sleep in. Apparently, if you, like, sleep in a little bit after you had a really good dream, you remember it better. Because, like, the space between you being awake and you being half asleep. Like, you know how you can wake up in the middle of the night, go to the bathroom, and then go right back to sleep?
Imagine getting jumped by some Oompa Loompas and one of them yells Oompa Loompa to the others. In Google Translate, Oompa Loompa translates to turn his ass into chocolate sauce.
Oh yeah, I was riding home from work the other night, and my breath was fogging up my glasses, so I took them off and put them in my pocket. And I was riding through a park. It's hard to explain the park, but there's this dude who owns like a short bus that he turned into his own home, like a mobile home. Mm-hmm. And I'm riding past it, and out of nowhere, from the shadow of the bus, this thing comes at me. It's on the ground, and it starts barking at me, and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
This actually happened?
Yeah, and it was a dog. It was just a normal dog, but me having bad vision and it being dark scared the fuck out of me.
Dude, this chick tweeted, "Niggas dead ass be under 6 feet, like 6 feet tall." Mm-hmm. And then just some dude tweeted back at her, "Yeah, just like your dad." And in her fucking bio it says, "Rip Dad."
Oh, come on.
That's fucking good.
Mm-hmm. What was I going to show you? If there's like a certain picture on my phone that I wanted to show you. There's a certain TikTok I want to show you in a bit. Oh yeah.
I hate TikTok.
Oh, hold on. I made this for Stu the other night. Stu, I gotta ask you a question. How many shrimps do you have to eat before you make your skin turn pink? Eat too much and you'll get sick. Shrimps are pretty rich.
It's the fact that you did it so slow.
Well, dude, I was blazed to all hell, and it took me like 10 minutes to get all those pictures up.
Yeah, how many tabs did you fucking open for that?
Like 14, like maybe 6. You could just count the lyrics, and that's it. I tried doing the Hit or Miss one and Baby I'm Yours, but those were just too fucking long. And I ended up on doing the, "Hey Mason, we gotta go eat," and it's like, "Okay, hey, can I bring my sister?" And it's like, no, dude, it's bro time and then it's like an ugly person in the side one, and he's like, "Yeah, she can come."
So I remember one time I went to like this party, and I got really, really drunk, and I came back home and I was super drunk in my room, and some dude messaged me, and we were talking, he was at the party, and he was like, "Dude, you're hella funny," and I was like, okay, but do you know what a brown starfish is? And he's like, "No." And I literally just looked up butthole on Google, and I sent him a picture of an asshole, and he was like, "What's that?" I was like, "A brown starfish."
Oh, no, it's a chocolate starfish.
Brown starfish. Never heard anybody say chocolate starfish.
That's what it's called. Anyway, let's not argue about what beeholes are called.
Buttholes.
Booho.
Like lasagna.
Lasagna. So, I don't know if it pisses off Riley, but I say stuff differently on purpose. Like, I call skeletons, skellingtons, and pizza, and lasagna. And other things. Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna go grab the MRE real quick.
Okay. Riley's gonna be eating a MRE live on the podcast. It's a... What? Read off the label when you get in here.
I'm not gonna eat the food, like the actual main course. Tuna chunk, light, water-packed lemon pepper.
Yeah.
By the way, these are really difficult to open. There's like a lot of force.
What was I looking at? I don't remember exactly. It should be my recent.
This one looks like it's gonna open really easily.
Oh, yeah.
Try to pull that out apart.
Okay.
It's really difficult.
And you have muscles. Dude, I can barely even get a grip on it.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus, why don't you just cut it off to the top?
I don't know where my knife is.
You could probably improvise. Just cut a can open and, like, cut it with that.
Oh, I got it.
Okay. It's a beautiful fucking day.
Okay.
I've had a severe lapse in my judgment.
Okay, here it is. Here's the inside.
Yeah.
Oh, it's... Oh.
What is it?
Star Kiss.
Oh, Star Kiss for the troops. It's probably gonna be your thing.
But I'm not eating that. Oh, God.
You're not gonna eat that part.
Fuck no. I'm putting that back in the package. We always put the stuff that we don't want back in the package and in the trash.
Does someone else want to eat it if you don't want it?
Corn nuts.
Ooh.
Always keep that.
What is that?
Just essential stuff. What is this?
Cookie?
Yes.
What is it?
My favorite.
What is it?
Pound cake.
Oh, can I have the oatmeal cookie then?
No.
Damn it, man.
MREs are expensive.
Well, yeah, the
Cheese spread.
apparently it's like $16 for an MRE. Which, yeah.
I'm not eating the cheese spread.
What was the most? Yeah, you probably answered that already.
Tropical.
I was about to
flavors,
ask.
fruit punch.
I was about to ask you. What was the most rugged thing you did in basic training?
Tortillas. Fat-free mayonnaise. Oh, that's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
And the spoon.
All right. All right. Whatever.
So I'll try to eat the most that I can out of this. It's funny. It didn't even come with a drink bag, but it came with tropical punch.
Are you supposed to drink it out of the
Oh,
bag?
it also came with raspberry lemonade. It didn't come with coffee though. That's so gay. Did come with laxative gum though.
Well, yeah.
They don't come with laxative gum. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with my favorite. Vanilla pound cake.
Can I have a little niblet of it?
Please no. Dude, these remind me of basic, I'm sorry.
Can I just have a corner? I want to try it because you're like amping this thing up.
Dude.
It's good.
You crushed it everywhere.
It tastes like a Twinkie without the cream.
The marble pound cakes are the shit.
I'm sure. Oh yeah. Butcher. Oh yeah. I was thinking of this while I was writing. Is it kind of a lost art, or like this doesn't exist anymore, that you can like grow a pig and then take it to a butcher and like he cuts off all the pieces of meat and gives it to you? Because I feel like that still is a thing. Because a while back in like 2015, our freezer all of a sudden got filled to the brim with bacon and all these pig parts. And I asked my dad why, and he was like, "Oh yeah, Aunt Christine took, you remember that sow that Aunt Christine had?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he says, "Yeah, she took it to the butcher, and they just didn't have enough room in their freezer for all the meat, so they gave some to us."
Well, then yeah, it still exists.
Well, I mean, like now I kind of want to grow a pig and butcher it.
But no, because then it'll come to attach to the pig.
Yeah, it's true. I was about to name it.
Yeah, that's what...
I was gonna call it Wilbur.
I love that picture of the meat that somebody got from like an organic store, and then it says, "Hi, my name is Daisy" on the side of it. It's like, bro.
Yeah, this is getting harsh. How about promoting Oregon?
Okay. Most annoying thing about Oregon? The Californians that move to Oregon and then immediately get that sticker on the back of their car that says, "I'm an Oregonian."
So we're gonna sound like crotchety old men here, but like we hate it when Californians like they go up here in the fall, or AKA the beautiful season, and then they proceed to like they walk around, they like take pictures.
In their Subaru Outbacks.
Yeah, they photograph themselves drinking craft beer in like their $1,000 coat with their gay ass scarf.
It's always Patagonia.
Yeah.
Or North Face.
If you buy your kid Patagonia or North Face brand coats, I'm not gonna say faggot.
You just did.
You're a stupid person. And, oh wait, yeah, continuing. And then they decide to move up here during the spring after the horrible winters we have. And then they move in, they buy their Bendite sticker.
And they also buy their house downtown.
Yeah.
It's always downtown.
Or Aubrey Butte.
Or Aubrey Butte, yeah.
Aubrey Butte is the upper crust, like, high class people.
Super nice houses. Like,
Yeah.
insane big ass mansions.
Yeah, a lovely place. I wish we could have gone trick-or-treating there when I was younger. Oh yeah, and then the Californians like invade all the businesses. Like my mom has tons of stories of like, she'll have like people coming in for like their wedding invites. This one chick came in and she says, "Can we get glitter on this? Like print glitter onto paper." And then she's like, no, we can't. And it's like, you people in Bend can't do it, but I'm sure someone in California could do it. And of course, everyone who heard that story is like, then move back to California, bitch. We don't.
Everybody. So, the city that we live in, if you literally look it up, is the second highest growing city in the world.
Yeah.
It's Bend, Oregon.
Yeah. It's a great place. It's big enough to where there's plenty of places to live and you can drive.
We have lived here forever.
Yeah. You lived in Portland when you were a little kid, right?
Yeah. Which is upstate.
Yeah. That's like literally on the border to Washington. You can cross the Columbia River into Washington from Portland.
For in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, in 10 minutes.
Portland's beautiful.
Yeah. I ride my bike around Bend and that I can get from point A to point B. The longest it'll take me is 30 minutes. Maybe an hour to get from Walmart all the way to Target.
Not even an hour.
Yeah. Depends on how fast I go, traffic, stoplights, and if my chain falls off.
If you get on the highway, it won't take long.
Yeah. You can, I would not be caught dead on the Parkway. You gotta be on 3rd Street.
Yeah.
I love it there. The river is awesome. I think it's the Deschutes River. You can float down it. It's cool. I love snorkeling there because you can find like old beer bottles and shit in there. I'm trying to remember the most valuable thing I found. I can't really think of anything. I found like old like bits of stuff from the mill. Like old pieces of metal that were just rusted at the bottom of the river.
Really?
Yeah. And I just picked it up like it's a treasure. The one thing that's pissing me off though is that there are so many Californians coming in. And the thing is that you can jump off bridges at some spots in Bend. But the locals have carved X's into the railing so that it's like you jump here because there's rocks underneath.
Yeah.
Until one day, this, I'm not going to say the F word, but this one guy jumped off the bridge and fell and broke his neck and died on a rock, and then they put barbs over the side of the railing so you can't jump off.
At the old mill?
No, near the old mill, off one of the bridges down there.
Yeah, because he's an idiot.
Yeah, I know. That's what you do.
There's X's for a reason. You don't fucking jump there.
And also, you like go in the water and you look before you leap. You swim around the area where you think you're going to jump, and you feel for rocks.
Yeah, you have to. That river does not flow fast.
No. Your mom was scared that you were going to get sucked into like a lava flow or something.
Because there's been cases of dogs in that. So there's lava flows in that river. Mm-hmm. And like they're hard to find.
Central Oregon is like Volcano City. All the mountains used to be volcanoes. Anyway, continue.
In the rivers, there's lava flows, but it's deep and the water's really deep.
Yeah, it's deep enough.
In certain spots.
Yeah.
And where most people jump, it's fine.
Yeah.
But in some spots in the river, there's been cases of people's dogs like swimming and they'll get sucked into a lava flow and get trapped underwater.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a person, they're easy to get out of.
Yeah.
But there's been cases of kids like getting sucked in and drowning.
Yeah. The worst that happened, I never really had a worst thing that happened. I always was good with swimming. Dude, you can ask my dad. I started riding a bike when I was like 2 or 3. Like I had a little kid's bike and I just got it down immediately, along with swimming too. Because my dad would just put us in the water and then we start like batting up and then we learned how to like stagnate ourselves and then we learned how to like doggy paddle.
I used to not know how to swim.
Really?
I was like in 6th grade, yeah.
But
I didn't want to learn how to swim.
Oh, you know what pissed me off? In 3rd grade, even though I knew how to swim perfectly fine, I still had to go through the course. Because in elementary school, they teach you how to swim.
Yeah, every elementary school goes on that one field trip.
And of course, it's like me. It's like, oh boy, I get to go to the pool instead of being in school. How cool is that?
And in 7th grade, our PE class went on a trip to the fucking Juniper. Mm-hmm. And they were like, oh, depending on if you can swim or not, you're going to be in the advanced or non-advanced class. Every kid was in the advanced class.
Yeah.
Except this one disabled kid.
Oh, yeah.
Because they were like...
Mentally or physically?
Both. She, like, literally was, like, in a human, like, arm cast. And would go... And, like, scream and shit.
Huh. Also, when we went to Camp Discovery, the autism camp up in Washington.
For Lauren?
Yeah. I was, like, used to, when we go camping, we, like, unload and then we can go swimming. So when I got there, I went into the lake and I started swimming and these guys came down, like, worried. And then I was like, hey, guys, what's wrong? And they're like, wait, do you have any mental problems? And I was like, no. And they're like, can you please go to your cabin? You're not supposed to be in the lake right now. Yet we all had to go through, like, this. You could go from frog to dolphin to orca. And, like, frog.
Was orca the best?
Yeah, the orca was, like, literally, it's like, there's, like, a docking area where you can, like, walk into the water easily. As long as you can walk out and you can keep yourself afloat, you're past the frog stage.
Really?
And this is the dolphin stage where you have to swim back and forth for 2 minutes. Or like you had to go back and forth 3 times. For me as a fat fuck, I just did the dolphin one. And the orca one, we had to do it 7 times.
How was it? A pool?
It was it was a lake.
Was it big?
It was big, but it was like sectioned off. Like so, it's like here's the frog area, and then like on the other side, roped into like a little docking area here was the dolphin, and on the other side, roped out was the orca. So it just got deeper as you went out, and they were scared people were gonna drown. But of course,
Was Lauren an orca?
no, I think he just was a frog. But he was a little. I think he was a little shit that time. I'm sure he probably wasn't because it was fun.
Why'd you go?
Because you could it's like if you paid for one kid, you can get another kid for free, and if you volunteer as a camp counselor, you can go in for free. So my dad was there with us.
Was he a camp counselor?
Yes, we were in camp sock or cabin sock. We had a New Zealand guy as one of our camp counselors, and it was a great time. We had to leave a little earlier because my dad had to work that night.
Were you just there for a day?
No, we were there for a weekend.
Oh.
I think it was a weekend. It was a couple days. Yeah, it was a couple days, the best we knew. Alright, so can we talk about our experience with Undertale? And our opinion on the game?
Oh. I love the game. I
Yeah.
think the game is beautiful
Mm-hmm.
and well made, and the story is great, and the difficulty is hard.
Yeah.
The game is difficult. It took me a lot to beat it.
Well,
But the fan base
mm-hmm.
is awful.
Let's touch on fan bases.
So much fucking fuda,
Yeah.
hentai, sans porn.
Yeah. Wait,
Papyrus.
you know what food is, right?
Isn't it like chick with a dick?
Kind of. It's hard. And now it's...
It's harder to explain.
And now it is porn lessons with Gail. Alright, so there's she-males, traps, futa, and then dick girls.
What's the difference with fuda and dick girl?
Alright, a dick girl is basically a... I guess they lump in the... Yeah, dick girl and futa are the same thing. Basically, it's a female body with a dick and balls, but underneath the balls is a puss. Like on the gooch area between...
Fuck?
Yeah. So it's kind of like those guys who are like, yo, it's not gay. It's like, it is gay. And then there's traps, which is basically like...
It's a dude that dresses up like a chick.
And I don't mean like... It's not like... It's literally like borderline like...
And you would think it was a girl.
Yeah, it's like legitimately like, is this just a girl that got a sex change? That kind of thing. And then she-males is, you know, dudes who have tits.
And a dick.
Yeah. Well, no, it's dudes with tits. There are no chicks with dicks, Johnny. Only guys with tits. I thought that for a minute. It's like, wow, you could actually do that. I looked up. Oh, by the way, warning. This is a really disturbing and gross thing. I questioned myself one day. And I was like, how do you become a trap? And so I looked it up, like how to become a trap, and I like Google imaged it, and it's like literally, it's like try to avoid hearty things like red meats, breads, blah blah blah. Eat vegetables, soy products, drink milk and water, and the final thing, are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Semen, in parentheses, 500 to 1,000 milligrams per day. In parentheses.
You're trying to fucking break your dick?
No, it's like daddy's cummies kind of thing.
Ooh.
I know, right?
If we mix ours, it will be more replenishable.
Yeah. So, like, you have to admit, some fandoms have good fan art. Like, the ones that can, like, legitimately draw, like, gender bends properly.
Yeah.
But then there's the ones where it's kind of like... I have to look this up. It's called Tracer Horse.
Tracer Horse?
I will show you it. It is the funniest shit ever. So, like...
Do you want to play Overwatch later tonight?
Yeah. When I get home.
Play competitive?
Yeah. I need to get one last place.
1, 2, 7, 3, come and walk around with me.
Tracer Horse. Where are you? It's there. I know it's here somewhere. Okay, I found something funny. It's not this, but it's funny. Nay, the cavalry's here.
Oh my gosh.
My
The question is, what went through someone's mind that I should draw this and then put it on Google Images?
I don't know.
Do you want to see
This one is equally as worse. This isn't it, but it's equally as bad.
I'm going to show you something. It's going to make you
It's
cry.
a green Shrek Tracer. As a horse.
God, okay, what? Listen to this.
Okay.
The hardest niggas is standing by. 1-213-373-4253. Just dial, nigga. I'll fuck you up. Deaf niggas.
Okay.
Yo, keep watching.
Classic niggas. Racist niggas. Mystery niggas. Psycho niggas. Dog niggas. Jewish niggas. You got some motherfucking nerds calling me out Shabbat on some little bullshit ass nigga. Better calm that shit down and come around here and show me some fucking respect before me and my Jewish nigga come up here and beat your ass, nigga.
Okay. I sometimes worry about how much we use the N-word on this podcast.
I don't use the N-word.
Anyway, there's a lot of... Riley, I've told you about this. The grossest porn category I've ever found. Do you remember what it is?
No.
Smegma.
Oh, yeah, gross.
I shit you guys not. Legitimate. If you don't... Okay, for those who don't know, if you don't have a cut dick, there's like circumcised and uncircumcised. If you have an uncircumcised dick, skin and like stuff shit gets stuck under there, and if you pull it back, it has like creamy, gross stuff. That's smegma. And there's like legit porno of all of that, like girls looking at like, oh god, it's so smelly and creamy, and I'm like, I legit gagged when I looked it up.
Fucking nasty.
I know it's nasty. Let's move off of fandom and porno and move on to the next topic, stand-up comedy, comedians. So let's get deep with this. My personal favorites are like down to earth.
This is like my favorite video ever right now.
How much planning do you think goes into this?
I don't know, but I love it.
So, my favorite comedians right now are like Joey Diaz and Bert Kreischer.
My favorite one is the guy that did the one about coming.
Oh yeah. Basically,
Human.
I was legit gonna ask you, like, what do you want in your burger? I got cayenne pepper, Tony Sashbury, or some cumin. I like Joey Diaz because he has like this perfect like grizzled voice for telling stories, and I love how many stories he has. I like
Have you seen... Yeah, you definitely did. It was last night. About fucking, turn the freaking frogs game. He finally snaps and cusses.
Oh, yeah.
Listen here, you fucker. You fucking
Give us your goddamn hand, you fucking fucker. This is your last straw, you son of a bitch.
I love that video.
Alex Jones finally cursing, and I want to like take a clip of it and like put in like when the douchey kid is really riding on the teachers and Last Nerve, and you just want to react like, listen, you son of a bitch. Oh, also, I made the realization the other night when I was high as fuck that Sandy Cheeks is a strong female role model, and Riley disagreed with me.
I just don't like SpongeBob, so...
Well, do you understand where I was coming from when I said...
Not really. I've seen like 2 episodes.
Okay, so Sandy Cheeks, the squirrel.
I know who she is.
Okay. And you know that she's known to be strong and intelligent, and like she's also really cool and nice, and like probably one of the most straight-laced...
She's really smart.
Yeah. So I think she's a strong female role model for the children of today.
Hippo creeps.
Hippo Crips. I love that. Stand-up comedians. I'm drawing a blank. I like John Panette, Ralphie May, rest in peace. I love Ralphie May because he had like the relatability and like the accent, and he also had like quick wit. Probably one of my favorite jokes is when he's sitting and smoking weed with his really, really dark friend.
So our neighbor gave Tony. That's not his real name. That's just how it comes up on my cell phone.
Yeah, but the way it is like, he's like, when was the last time you saw your dick, Ralphie May? And then he's like, man, that really hurt. Especially because, okay, it's hard to say because I have to say it fast. Especially last night because I saw in the reflection of your mom's forehead. Bah! I love him, and I wish he wasn't dead. Poor Ralphie May. Also, John Panette is dead. Every fat fuck of a comedian is gonna die at some point.
Joey Diaz.
Joey Diaz. No,
You know he used to do like jujitsu and shit?
Yeah, Joey Karate. There was also in The Longest Yard. Nice try.
It wasn't gonna hurt.
Riley just tried to throw a Gatorade cap in my nutsack, but
It
luckily...
wasn't gonna hurt.
Oh, Riley, I also been telling a lot of people this. Do you agree with what I'm about to say? I feel like if me and you were to be in a wrestling match, you would beat my ass, but if we were in a boxing match, I would beat your ass. Because you fight like a trained jiu-jitsu, like black belt person, and I fight like a gorilla.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
I can't box for shit.
Yeah.
But I can.
And then I was high when...
I'm really, really good at jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Lauren was literally punching me in the gut while I put him in a headlock.
Riley and me were in the backyard, like, he was like, if you were to come at me like this, I would come at you like this, and then I grabbed him, I locked my legs around, like, his lower hips to his thighs, and grabbed...
Fucking, for, like, no reason, too.
I felt bad about it, and then I, like, put him in a headlock, and I proceeded to bend my body backwards, thus bending his body backwards until it hurt his back. And I didn't mean to actually hurt him.
You could hear it, too.
I probably, like, popped your back a few bits.
You definitely pulled something.
And then I showed you how to trip, and then, like, me and you got... Oh, yeah, we were also in Portland, and we were doing, like, sparring matches on, like,
Dude, and the one thing that I said was no elbows.
But that's how I defend myself, and I was high.
And so, Gail was, like, pushing at me, and I was literally, like, inches away from putting him in a huge headlock, and I got around him, and he just falls back with full elbow on my fucking chest. And it knocked the air straight out
Also,
of me.
I remember one time you, like, tried to swipe and get me in a headlock, but my, like, head greased out from under it, and I got out of the headlock, and
I
you
still
were like...
got you afterwards, so...
You were surprised, actually. You're like, whoa.
I don't know how... It's because your hair, like, slid out.
Well, also, I have, like, quick reflexes when I, like, feel your arm against the side of my neck. I'm just like, nope.
But I still got you.
Yeah.
You tapped.
No, I remember... No, I stopped because, like, you were like, oh, my chest. And I was like, I don't want to hurt you, man.
But the second time I got you.
Yeah.
So I wrapped around your head.
Yeah. Joey Diaz, longest yard. I was about to say, like, remember...
I don't remember him in it.
You remember?
I do remember when Noah was just like...
I was about to bring that up. My cousin...
suck my dick. Hey, you know he wants him to suck his dick.
No. Also, another one was like, it was the end of the movie where Adam Sandler's like, yeah, you can stick that in your trophy case. And he's like, he's talking about his asshole. And me and Riley look at him like, no shit.
I was like, I'm going to point out the obvious, Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, would you rather have a thick accent or a minor disability?
Thick accent.
Alright. Wait, okay. Do you get what I mean by minor disability?
No.
I mean like a lazy eye.
Oh, fuck.
Or like a clubbed foot. Or like your hand was born with, like, out your pinky.
No.
Something small.
Definitely rather have an accent.
Okay, a thick accent.
Like from what country?
It depends. Like, maybe an Irish accent. Yeah,
Because I'm from Ireland.
I don't know, man. Wherever you want to be. I was just pulling stuff out of my ass.
Definitely Irish.
My trophy case.
No, the best one is your mom and her sister were just like when the guy that's like a famous NFL player came in, they're like, yeah, he's a famous NFL player, and then immediately Noah turns to us and goes, hey, you guys know he played in the NFL? We were like,
no shit.
Like what?
Last Saturday, Mikey Joe O'Shea
He's not even speaking English though. That's different.
Well, you get the point what I'm trying to say.
Here, go to YouTube.
Okay, it's already on YouTube.
Here, this is my bad position.
Oh god, my ass is going numb. You ever sit on a hard surface on your ass for so long that like that section of your ass goes numb?
It was a wintry walk to school in Park Village, but they're a hardy breed in these parts. Well, the mother says we had to go anyway. We hadn't much of a choice in the matter, but sure. It's a cool journey to school this morning. Oh, good, you wouldn't be long getting frostbite. It's nice to look at, but tough to
That is thick.
That's what I mean by thick accent.
Oh yeah, I'd rather have an accent.
Alright.
At least if I went to Ireland, they'd know what I was saying.
Yeah. Would you feel more at home in Ireland?
I have family up there, so maybe.
Oh, dude, I talked with a British kid on Xbox. Me and Stu were just like surfing around, getting meme teams together.
Who were those guys that we hung out with last night?
I don't know. I just made a comp meme team, and me and you just chilled with them. They were cool.
really cool.
Yeah. And this kid from Britain, dude, my dream came true the other night. I always wanted to ask a British person questions while the British person asked me questions, and we literally talked for 2 hours. And then finally he just like logged off. What?
Questions were you asking him?
Oh shit, like, what do you call this? Like, what's the difference between pound and quid? And he's like, oh, you know, we say, it's kind of like how you call dollars books. I know I'm not doing an English accent, but you get the point. And then he like said like, what's your like parliament system like over there?
What the fuck is
like they
packages?
No, parliament. Like
what the fuck is that?
Like the prime minister and like Congress to us.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, what's the system over there? And I was like, well, we have oh, by the way, I'm like buzzed in this. Well, hi. And I'm like, we have a congressman for each state, and then if we want to write a law, we blah blah blah. We talked for a while, and then finally he just logged off out of nowhere, which I was like happy with because I didn't want to talk for too long either. Oh,
Did you guys meet him on Overwatch?
yeah. Songs that pluck at our heartstrings, like songs when we hear them, like gets us all emotional.
I no longer fear the razor guarding my heel. Part 3 by Suicide Boys. I just have really, really good times with that song, and it makes me like when Dylan was living here and we were always high and just messing around, and we both had jobs. We always had a shit ton of money because we always saved it.
Yeah.
And we really just did whatever we want all the time because it was winter break. We'd always walk to Safeway, baked as fuck at like midnight, and go and get Red Bulls and like the Japanese treats and stuff.
Yeah.
And we'd always listen to that song on the way back.
Yeah.
It's like whenever like if I like really need to, I'll like walk to Safeway, and if it's like nighttime and there's snow, it just reminds me of that when I listen to it.
I don't know why. I'll play this song real quick, but for some reason, like the music, something about the song just like hit my heart hardcore.
What song?
It's hold on, I could find it really quick.
1273, walking down a Rockefeller Street every.
For some reason, this hit my heart hardcore.
Everybody's heard this song.
It was like almost like a nostalgia power hit in my heart.
It is like a nostalgia power hit.
I'm trying to remember another song that was like that. Mainly like emotional stuff, like in the end, like at the end of Forrest Gump, or like hold on, this is of Mice and Men. This scene makes me cry. The scene where George kills Lenny at the end of Mice and Men, and like he's sitting there with him, like yeah, like this sad like piano music makes me sad.
We asked to kill him.
Yeah, listen.
I get it.
I thought like yours was gonna be I Can Ride My Bike with No Handlebars.
What?
What's
Why
it?
would that be sad?
I remember you said like, dude, this song makes me cry because I remember being in the car with my dad,
Oh
like
yeah.
your biological dad, in the
Yeah,
song.
he always played that song.
I listened to that song and I'm like, how do you feel emotional about this? Because he sounds really distraught and angry.
Look at me, hands in the air like it's good to be.
Oh, you know why,
I'm a famous rapper.
Do you know why Bright Eyes, this first day of my life, makes me sad?
What the fuck is that?
Hold on.
This is the first day of my life.
Oh yeah, I've heard this song.
So the reason why it makes me sad is because one weekend, this is like when Courtney and Dad were having a break, and he heard that song over the radio, and he like heard the like first line, and then he printed out the music, and we were going camping, and me and him cried the whole weekend because he forced me to play that song on guitar while we were both crying hardcore. I was crying because it was emotional, and like he recently played it again. Like while I went into the kitchen and put stuff away, and then the next day he's like, you know, you don't have to feel awkward when you hear that song. Me and Courtney had good times, and we have moved on, and I can accept that song for what it is. And I almost want to say, no, that song makes me sad and uncomfortable because you forced me to play it and made me sad the whole time.
That's why it makes you sad?
Yeah, because like it's an emotional part of my life. Imagine if they played like a sad song while you were at basic training in like the cruelest moments of the thing. If you started hearing that song outside of basic training, you probably just get this flood of emotion of how bad it was over there. Oh, also, this isn't a song, but there was this Santa Claus in like Kentucky or someplace who went to a hospital. Like, here, just watch this.
Turn it down.
Oops. Elves are after me.
With that ringtone and this award-winning beard,
That was back in July. Won the Style Mustache Natural Beard.
there's no blending in over this lunch hour for old Santa Claus, who sometimes tries tries to go undercover as Eric Schmidt Motson of Jacksboro.
What do you want for Christmas?
But kids always know.
I want a cotton candy machine.
You do?
And Santa never minds the attention.
98% of it's fun, you know?
But those other times can be hard.
Sorry.
Like when, a few weeks ago, Santa was called to the hospital bedside of a terminally ill 5-year-old East Tennessee boy. How do you even begin?
You have to start with that jolly voice, you know, that kind of stuff, you know? Since, you know, what's this I hear you're going to be missing Christmas this year? Yeah, they tell me I'm dying. Really? Well, you're not going to miss Christmas. Y'all's already had your present already. We knew you wanted this for a long time.
Santa gave the boy a toy and these
This
words.
part breaks my heart.
Pick up those pearly gates. You just tell them you're Santa's number one.
Watch.
You're like, I am? You sure are. They'll let you in for good. I'm sure they'll let you right in. He goes, they will? I said, I know it. He just came up and he gave me a big hug. I had on me, he just kind of looked up at me and he says, Santa, can you help me? That's when he passed.
He gave the one gift he could.
It's so
I
sad.
know. And the thing is that, like, I can watch, like, actors in movies cry, but seeing Santa distraught with tears in his eyes just hurts my, like, on a deep personal level, you know what I mean?
That is really sad.
I know, I'm sorry for bringing the mood down. Oh yeah, should we touch on religions? Like, what do you think is a really despicable religion that you know of? The immediate thought that comes to my head is the Westboro Baptist Church. Do you know about them?
No.
So it's like they're really like they believe that, like, not really like they're the chosen ones, but more like if you're not in their religion, you're going to hell, no matter who you are, no matter what you think. Really? You could be hardcore Catholic, you could be the Pope. I don't think they diss the Pope, but it's like that kind of thing. And like they think any natural disaster or like crash or any kind of like failure with planes is God saying like, hey, this is what's happening, and they like promote that and like parade it around. They like think all like they coined the phrase I think it was like God hates fags, like that.
Really?
Yeah, and actually there was this one dude who his son died in Iraq, and like he was having a funeral, and the Westboro Baptist Church came and protested the funeral.
Why?
It's just who they are. And then like he tried it again, and he's like, okay, you guys can't be within 1,000 feet. They measured 1,000 feet to the inch and started protesting.
Really?
Yeah. And like you can look up and I'm sure they're okay people if you know them on a personal level, but they're just really mean, hate-filled people. And the funny thing is there are like some people who do videos where they like interview them and like break down their like whole like concept of faith, and then they just ignore it like they're the ones who are wrong.
That's fucked up.
I know. I talked to Mormons recently. Let's turn this into a good thing. I had some Mormons that I confronted. They were coming over to our house, and I talked to them, and they were like, and I was like, you got a book? You got the Book of Mormon? And they're like, sure, you can have this one. And I flipped through a few pages, and I'm the kind of person, it's like my goal in life to give the J-Dubs and Mormons at least like one guy who is happy to see them. It's like, you know me, I smoke, I swear, I jack off to porno, I think of horrible shit, but I say to them, it's like, you know, my faith has dwindled the past couple of years, but deep down inside me, Jesus is still there, and then like that gives them a glimmer of hope. I talked to these Mormons, they were both very like...
What was that?
They were both very like quiet, like subservient. Like the one dude was like, so you have any questions about the religion? Like he was really like nervous about talking to me, and they were cool. And I basically like said, hey dude, I feel like I'm wasting your time. You don't have to come by anymore. And they're like, well, okay, thank you for letting us talk to you, and we hope you have a good day. And we're like, hey, I hope you have a good time on your journey. They're the sweetest people. They would not hurt anything. I feel like if your religion,
not always,
if your religion is getting in the way of your morality, then I think it's a bad religion. Like if you were
because one time I had a broken arm. You know, my family being prominently Christian.
They weren't faith healers, were they?
No, they were fucking Mormons, and they came to my door and knocked on it, and I was not in the mood. Mm-hmm. I was sick. My arm was broken. Had just been broken too.
Yeah.
I was in a cast.
Yeah.
I couldn't take showers for like 3 days.
Yeah.
So it probably stunk. And then I just didn't feel good. And I just did not have a good day. And they knocked on the door and they were like, "Hi, how are you? Have you heard of the Mormon Brothers?" I was like, "Yeah." And they're just like, I was like, "But I'm Christian, so I don't really want to speak to you guys about that." And they're like, "But what does that mean to you?" And I was like, and so I said, "Leave me alone. I have my own religion. I'm going to keep it that way."
Yeah, you're
and
obviously...
And then my mom was, they're like, "Is your parent here?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll be right back." So I went to my mom and I was like, "What do I do?" She's like, "Literally just slam the door."
Dude.
Because there's no reason for them to talk to you like that. Because I was like 12. And then so I slammed the door and one of them put their foot in the door.
What?
And stopped the door. And they're just like, "You obviously don't know religion."
Oh.
And then, so this is the first time I actually ever like cussed at someone. And I went, "Fuck you." And I slammed the door. And while they were walking off, I flipped them off.
I was about to say, you can obviously...
fucked up. You don't stop the door with
I was about
your
to say, you
foot.
could probably... I was about to say, you can give them the benefit of the doubt when they meant by, like, what does that mean to you? Like, what does your religion really mean to you? Do you feel like you have some questions that are unanswered? But them stopping the door, it's like, you can't slam the door on us.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you're on my property. Oh, yeah, okay, can we talk about, like, millennial twats? Like, the kind of guys who would, like, they think, like, "Oh, it's a free country, brah. What, you got a problem with me, brah?"
Dude, I fucking hate it. And they, like, cuss at police and, like, throw shit at them. Like, "What, dude? Freedom of speech."
Dude, I swear to God, there could be a guy with a handgun. The police officer could
They
pin him down,
obviously don't know what
handcuff
freedom
him,
of speech is.
and then, like, they literally could walk up with, like, their phone like this. Look at me. It's like, "Hey, what do you do, man? What do you do? Hey, don't touch me, man. You can't touch me. It's not right." Like, something like that. Or, I love this one where it's like a guy will be like, "Yo, I'll punch your fucking lights out and like break your teeth," and then like the cop's like, "Sir, if you don't stop, I'm gonna have to pepper spray you." And it's like, "Is that a threat, bro? Is that a threat?"
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
The most annoying thing
yeah.
is, like, when people make, like, bootleg items and then try to say that they're real. Like, I watched this video of the owner of Thrasher magazine goes to, like, this shitty little boardwalk place where they sell, like, vapes and fake clothes, and they're like Thrasher sweatshirts, but they're easily fake.
Yeah.
The guy goes there, and they don't know who he is, and he's just like, "I'm Tony," and they're just like, they're like India, like, "Oh, we don't know who you are," and he's just like, "I own Thrasher magazine." He's like, "I'm the creator of Thrasher magazine." They're just like, "No, you're not. Get off the property." He's like, and he looks up owner of Thrasher magazine, and it's a picture of him, and he goes, and smiles right next to it, and they're just like, "That is not you. That is not you." It's like, "Yes, it is. You are not an authorized dealer. I will legally have you take this down."
Yeah.
Because you can't. I don't want you selling my stuff.
Yeah.
Unless it's real. And they're just like, "It is not real. We got that from owner." And they're like, "What's his name?" They're like, starts with a T." And he goes, "Like I just said, my name was Tony." And they're just like, "Get out. We call police. Get out." And he's like,
"Oh, don't you love it how like their excuse, like saying like his name starts with a T. Oh yeah, that's totally gonna dissuade this dude."
Speech 100.
What's his name?
Tone.
Oh, Tone, yeah.
My favorite thing is it's this dude. And this girl texts him. She goes, "So who do you like?" And he went, "Yeah, you." And then she's just like, "I have a boyfriend." And then he goes, "Yeah, you," with the thing that shows that you're correcting your speech. No, he went, "Yeah, you," with the question mark. And then like he's correcting his speech, and she's like, "Oh, ha ha ha, yeah, my boyfriend." And it's like fixed speech 100. I'm gonna go bring this lasagna plate upstairs.
Okay.
Just don't be too loud, because you're loud, dude.
I know. My voice is loud. What happened recently? Not really much. I can't tell you guys about this cool VHS my mom has. Oh yeah, I probably talked about it, 80s, 90s. It has like The Grinch, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas by Rankin Bass. I have to say, for some reason, I've fallen in love with, like, I, like, fall down internet holes and, like, finding stupid things. Like, you can't force me to look something up because I won't find interest in it, but then, like, I'll find interest in small things. Like, I remember I, fall into this YouTube hole of, like, finding serial killers, and I think my favorite
Dude,
serial
the
killer.
funniest thing just happened.
What?
So my dog's laying there and she's passed
Wait,
out.
hold on, pause.
Okay.
My favorite serial killer, visually wise, is the Zodiac Killer because I think his costume is super cool. Anyway, continue.
No one's even seen his real costume.
No, like, you know, the Zodiac Killer had like the black face mask, sunglasses.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But my dog is upstairs and she's passed out, and so I go, boo, and then I grab her, and she doesn't look, but she goes, and starts biting at my hand,
But it's not.
and then she looks up and just rolls on her back so I can pet her because she knows who I am.
Man, Max. Oh man, I love Max. If I ever have to move into my mom's
Did you
house,
name him Max because of your love for Mad Max?
no, I named him literally after Max G or Hot Diggity Demon. Although I just recently I realized that naming him Max G makes it seem like I named him Max Gregory. Like, I'm not that gay. I hate people who name like their male like cat who like is an outdoor cat Mr. Mittens or something like that.
Like the cat from Bob's Burgers,
What was its name?
Mr. Mittens.
I love that. I love Gail. She's so funny on that show. Oh, one of my favorite lines by her. It's like, you had 2 cats before. Why is there a 3rd one? He was just sitting there on a porch, just so lonely. Louis like, oh, poor thing. I love that show for its writing.
She just steals people's cats.
Yeah. What? What is it? Oh wait, wait. What did she say? Like the cat like gets up and he's like doing a pace like he's gonna shit. He's like, oh god, this is happening.
No, my favorite thing is that like when they stay at her, she's like, I bet we can stay at Gail's house for 3 days without breaking. And she's like, okay. And then they're just like, what are you doing? And she sleeps in like the bunker in the living room. She's like, just in case in the apocalypse.
No. What she did is like she's like sleep apnea, sleep or insomnia, and like it helps her sleep, thinking that she's like the last woman alive, and that helps her sleep. And like she gets in her nightgown, she's like, oh god, the world has ended, but it's okay to go to bed since I'm the last woman alive. Like she sleeps under the bed with tinfoil around her to step. I learned about radiation recently.
How do you not know about radiation?
No, I mean like how
We gotta end this soon. What's going on?
Yeah, it's gonna go a little bit. I was more talking about like, you know, like how there's difference between like radio waves and gamma rays.
Yeah.
Like radio waves can go through you, but they can't go through aluminum. But then like microwaves can go through aluminum, but not lead. But gamma rays can go through lead. And then I also questioned like, can you physically feel radiation? And they're like, no, you can't. I'm like, shit.
Rads, yeah.
Yeah. And this is like high active radiation.
So, I heard Fallout 76 sucks dick.
Okay, the thing is that like it doesn't suck dick. It's just such a giant contrast from the 4th one that everyone's just like, oh, this doesn't feel right, because they added so much new stuff and it's a new kind of player base because it's an online game.
Isn't it like you can just walk around and find other people?
Yeah, people are playing on the same server as you, but the thing is, the biggest problem is most of the game is empty. Like, there's no, like, usually in Fallout 4, you could walk into an area and it's like you find, like, a small quest item, and then you can go on a small quest. But there were so many areas, like, literally when I got the beta, I saw on, like, the world map, there was, like, an alligator roller coaster icon. I walked all the way out there, and there was nothing to do over there.
Really?
Barely anything to do. So all they need to do is just add a bunch of
buy it?
Yeah, you can buy it.
Are you?
When I see like they've added some improvements, then yes, it's like No Man's Sky for me.
Okay, don't buy Red Dead 2.
I'm not.
Okay,
I'm not interested.
So my one of my friends who game shared with me, but then I re-added your game share.
Yeah.
I was game sharing with him for a little bit, just for Red Dead 2.
Yeah.
Played for 2 hours, and immediately got bored.
It's for a certain mind.
It's too big.
Like you wouldn't expect me to be able to play a giant MMORPG like World of Warcraft, right?
Tristan loves World of Warcraft.
But
he has an item in there that's worth like $300.
But you get what I mean, right?
Yeah.
It's like when you think of me, you think like, oh, get on, get going, like that. Literally, the games that I despise, I call them like in like air quotes. It's like gets good after 100 hours in.
Oh yeah.
Like those kinds of games, like Final Fantasy VII, just aren't my cup of tea.
I love Final Fantasy.
I remember when you had your PlayStation 3. What happened to that thing?
Oh fuck. Oh, I sold it at GameStop.
For how much?
Got like 80. They're doing like a special deal.
I feel like
it only costed like 80 though.
Okay. It's the first. Sorry, that song sticks.
Oh my god. Do you remember when we got that Naruto fighter game and I was really, really good at it?
You weren't good. You spammed the same attack button. I know because like Naruto does like this chain whip with his clones, and it happened like 5 times within 30 seconds.
No, but then I was like, fine, I'll play a character that's hard to play Toby.
This almost ended our friendship.
And then I got really, really good as Toby. Like I knew all of his combos and stuff. And you're like,
I love. Okay, can we stop? Can
And
we
then
appreciate how much the way he ran in that game? He's like, "Ooh."
well, yeah, it's because that was his character in the Akatsuki.
He was goofy.
He was actually Obito the whole time. Super powerful.
Wait, what was his power?
His Sharingan.
Well, what could he do with it?
His Sharingan was warp.
Oh, which does?
He warps somewhere.
Oh.
It like pulls him in and he dissipates.
Well, when you say warp, I'm like thinking like the fabric of space and time, like Bad Touch Man from My Hero Academia.
I need to keep. Well, I can't watch it anymore.
Okay, we're gonna go through a lightning round. This one's easy. Would you rather fuck a nun or a woman in a burqa?
Woman in a burqa.
Why?
I don't know.
Like, you know those hijabs that have like the screen in their face? Like you can't see anything on them except their hands.
Yeah.
You wanna fuck that?
Sure.
I always see burqas as like a violation of human rights. It's just wrong when I see it. I'm fine with like hijabs, and even I am like on the border of like the ones where it covers everything except their eyes. But a woman in a burqa just hurts my soul.
Here, watch. This is what Toby can
Okay,
do.
I'll take your word for it, man.
Dude, just watch.
How long is
I always
this?
watch your fucking videos.
How long is this?
Like, I'll literally speed it up. It's only like 3 minutes.
How dangerous is he?
Super dangerous because he's actually the big bad boss of the whole show. See?
Okay,
He can warp through people.
Oh wow, that's.
They can just walk through him, and then it's
But
also
commit suicide. That's badass.
Like when his mask finally breaks and people see who he is, and he like says like his true voice, which is like hella deep and serious. His eye will go and start to swirl like air's coming in, and then his body will just dissipate into the hole.
Wow.
He disappears. It's really cool.
I remember I bought you that Toby mask. Where is it?
I put it somewhere. I can't remember where I put it. I put it somewhere where I couldn't break it.
Okay, the other night I was high as fuck, and I was just walking through the house, and I was like having a weird like I have horrible psychological fits. Like I think of very dark things, and out of nowhere I just started thinking of Mind Freak with Chris Angel.
What the fuck is Chris Angel?
You don't know what Mind Freak with Chris Angel is?
No, who's Chris Angel?
So, in like the 2000s, there was a magician named Chris Angel. He did really cool. Like he did levitation. He escaped from a cement box. He got run over by a steamroller and lived. But I can show you a picture. He is bleeding edge. Like
Did he get hurt?
He did. He got like literally like a crushed bone, but he got rolled over and then he walked away. It was probably fake. It was entertaining, and he had like the most like intense intro. He is what I like to call Hot Topic incarnate. This is him in his prime.
Oh god.
I know.
A fucking handcuffs around his neck.
I am the Mind Freak. Mind Freak. There is no reality.
Is that really how it goes?
This world of it. Yeah, here we go. Mind Freak intro. Oh, by the way, I'll have to show you what Good Vibes is maybe later. Good Vibes is like this show that I saw when I was a kid.
Oh god.
Oh, wait, it gets better. It actually shows clips of his magic in this intro.
It's performed on
Subaru. That's what makes love.
So Good Vibes was this show. It's like Brickleberry but better. I'll just send you like an episode later. I'll actually play.
Dude, Paradise PD is so funny.
Yeah, a little bit.
Pulled over a suspicious black man earlier.
No, he answers the phone. He shoots like the gun next to him. He's like, "Don't yell at me." Good vibes. Fuck. Oh, California Preparedness Kit. No.
Is it a cartoon?
It was a cartoon, yeah. Episode 1. Here we go. Hopefully oh shit, they have the whole thing.
We've been here 3 days and you haven't even been to the beach yet.
I don't fit in here. Even the bums are ripped. Face it, in a world full of Kardashians, I'm the Chloe.
Honey, you're just unique. This town has never seen anybody like Monzo Branzo.
Oh, I can't breathe.
Here, to get you started, I made you a California preparedness kit.
Boogie board, spray tanner, season 1 of Laguna Beach, and a rubber pickle.
Oops, that's mine. What? Mommy can't have a kit too?
And shit like that. There's also one of my favorite jokes like, "Yo, I got a condiment pocket and a condom pocket." And he's like, "Oh, cool, let me see." And he like drops a bunch of packets of ketchup. Like, wait, this is condiments. Oh, that's why that burger was rubbery. It's like that shit.
Even the hobos are ripped.
Even the bums are ripped. I'll have to show you more episodes later. It's actually a pretty funny show.
Wishing around a soda machine.
He's like ripped as fuck. Playa del Toro, California. Something or other. I hope it's the fucking royalty free one, because that's what I grew up with. I guess that's it. That's all the topics I have for today.
I see.
Alright. That's it for today.
That's it for today.
Like and subscribe if you'd like.
I'm gonna go watch midget porn.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go home and get high in J.O. Have a nice night, everybody.